Bagfuel, baby.
Do you ever get backlash right now from your past and being so positive now?
Of course I get backlash, cause just cause you want to change don't mean people want to let you. You know, and I try to keep them, and you know what I'm saying, and I talk to them, and I try to, I get some, man, how you gonna say this, cause da-da-da-da. Well, who else can tell you? Except a motherfucker who been through it and lived it. How somebody gonna tell you from something they read in a book, or in a magazine, or seen come down their timeline? I'm telling you from firsthand, real life experience. And then, sometimes people get this, that, and the third, and sometimes I gotta remind them, listen, man, when the music come on, I still know how to dance. Like, don't get don't get crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a big believer in energy, and I don't perpetuate that spirit, so I don't really worry about that. Like, if a motherfucker got a problem with me, that's your problem.
You said it happened fast to you. What are some moments that stand out to you before you went away? It's because you lived the rapper life.
I ain't gonna lie, the first time, it was like, I ain't gonna never forget the first time I was in a tunnel. And I was like, cause when we was on Entertainment, Buck and Flex was real tight. So we used to go in the tunnel, and I went in the tunnel, and I was like, I had never seen the place where they make you take shoes off and go through a metal detector. And I was just like, oh, this shit real in here. I was like, I was the first time I ever seen a unisex bathroom. I'm in the bathroom, there's a girl right next to me in the joint.
Yeah,
I'm like,
shit was crazy.
I'm like, whoa, that's the joint. Like, this
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, so that was like an eye opener. And then the first time I was on Hot 97, you know what I mean? I wasn't on with Clue and none of them. Flex, we wasn't big enough then. But, Stretch used to have us on there every Sunday almost. He really helped us.
Stretch had your name because Stretch's show was what everybody listened to for the music. Stretch is what y'all at that time for what
Stretch
y'all
got
was
us
bringing.
lit.
Y'all didn't need nobody for Stretch because
Shout out
we
to
didn't have
Stretch
but one
Armstrong,
station
man.
back then. So you had the whole city.
But he didn't have to do that for us.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There was a bunch of New York artists that probably was beating his phone down. You know what I'm saying? For
But
him to
y'all
do
was with New York niggas too, and y'all was spitting.
We were. But this is before under them. We was coming up the Stretch before any of us was signed anywhere.
Something about you and Dutch just relates to New York.
Clark Kent
dudes.
really was shout out to the OG Clark Kent. Clark Kent really moved major figures around in New York. Clark Kent was the first one that really, he used to just be like, yo, such and such, I'm going over such and such, and they over such a, come on, we going over there. That's how I met Cam. Me and Cam was on the same record label. I met Cam.
From Clark Kent?
Clark Kent took us into a studio session, and Cam and them was in the next room. Cam and Stan and a couple of other artists. And then Clark was like, introduced us like, yo, they on such with you, and then we just start rapping and we start kicking it. That's how I met Rough Riders. That's how I met Jay and them. I met all of them. We met all of them through Clark. Clark Kent, the OG, really ran us around. And he just was like on some, cause he just loves the culture of hip hop. So he would just run us around. Oh, y'all think this boy hot? They better than y'all. And everybody would just give us the balled up face, because back then was nobody from Philly. Nobody from Philly rapped like us. Yeah. Nobody looked like really, and New York artists, young artists like our age, because we was the same age, like we would run across people like Dragon and Myson, and we was all around the same time and era moving around. So
Job Bleak.
We was all around the same time. So we would always run into each other, and it was just like, damn, I can't believe I was just watching these jokers on TV. Now I'm sitting here. Shit blew my mind, man. But I mean, it's just the moments. I wish I would have appreciated the journey a little more.
You ever battle any of them?
Come
on now.
I'd probably battle all of them.
Who gave you the toughest battle?
Fendi used to run around with this guy, man, but he just used to be in a bunch of trouble. Like, I messed with them. Fendi used to have Red Cafe and Gravy and them. They used to be called the franchise back then.
I remember the franchise.
Understand how long
they used to be on the
Fendi
MF
been
tapes
around.
back in the day. They was on the MF tapes back in the day.
Red Cafe, I remember Red Cafe.
But they was fire. They was
Red Cafe.
ooh, these niggas. I didn't never like formal, you battle him, I'ma battle you, this, that, and the third. It was just like, let me hear something.
Okay.
Yeah, but the ciphers are battles, man. It's like a motherfucker want to, come on, let's spar. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, they sizing you up, so I always approached it that way.
So what were some of your memorable ciphers?
I always loved the Rough Rider cipher. Because we'd be in there, X spit, Styles of spit, Kiss of spit. Rough, they used to have a whole studio. They might have all 3 studios and all of them just in there. So we might get in a cipher and it's all of them, the whole locks is is X there, is Drag there, Eve there, Lazy Eye, other couple artists they had. And we just would be ciphering. It was just like, to me, because I was a Mason Locks mega fan. You know what I mean? That was because I had my man cousin Stan lived in East Orange. And he used to come down with the doo-wop tapes, the Ron G, the Clue tapes, the this. That was like, I made it. The first time I heard MF on a Clue tape, I'm like, nigga, we made it. Because that was like the holy grail to us. Because that's when I first started loving it. Not when I first started loving it, but when I got into the hip hop really crazy, it was like, that's what the grail was. If you was on doo-wop, if you was on Ron G, if you was on Clue, you made it.
You were gonna get a deal. People was recognizing you for your rap prowess. You was a rapper then if you made it on them motherfuckers.
Legitimate.
You couldn't make it if you didn't.
Yeah. You was a rapper when you made it.
You couldn't say
there.
you were a rapper and you wasn't on that.
If you wasn't on one of them, not even one, you had to be on all them motherfuckers.
All of them.
Yo, because the first one had to open the door for the other one, and you had to be on them. So once you be like, I'm on Clue, I'm on Ron G, I'm on doo-wop and all that, and then niggas like, oh, word. So, oh, you so-and-so. Oh, you Dutch this man. Oh, all right. Let me take a look. Let me delve into what y'all niggas got.
Bro, the first DJ really gave us the really went hard. Shout out, rest his soul, the late great, you know what I mean, K. Slater.
I knew he was gonna say that.
What? He was crazy. He was. We used to go up in the tenement buildings and be recording right there in this living room. Like Slay used to be behind us and just was a avid supporter of us. So, you know, shout out to him. You know what I mean?
Man, I bet, yo,
him and his family, you know
big shout outs to K. Slade, because although I've been in the game, the Drama King definitely put on for mad more rappers than I ever even knew about.
Can you imagine?
People coming out the woodworks from
so many
before he even was making money that K. Slade was grinding and backing him up. So I want to just say salute and respect and love to the great K. Slade.
If he was living and breathing right now, he'd be like, what you doing? Come on up. Come to Shade right now. Come on the show. Like, that's what kind of person he was. Like, it wasn't like a bunch of political semantics and this, that, and the third. It was like, yo, oh, you hot. Come on up here. You know, and that's how it was, man. And that's, those types of people are what keep the purity of hip hop alive. Because other than that, your radio and your regular top 40, this, you're going to get the same stuff and the same things all the time. Same programming, same music, same looks, same everything. You know what I mean? You want essentially, when you turn your radio on, you're never going to hear more than 8 artists, 7, 8 artists in a day.
Yeah, sure. So what does Philly need now, Spade-O?
Philly's missing a few things, but I think Philly right now is missing a star that's from the trenches. We don't have a star from the trenches. Like Uzi is a megastar, but most of Philly's not like him.
Yeah, he different.
Too Rare, D Sturdy, and those, that's the young ones. But that gap in between that Meek had on Smack, because Meek is an older artist now. Meek is not young anymore. He's like he's still where he's at in his position.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that, but
you need another one coming
21, 22, young boy talking from the trenches. You know, I mean, I thought we had it. I think we got a few. I think Leaf Ward had a chance.
Somebody's just talking about
Leaf locked up. I think Free Leaf, you know what I mean? OT7 Kwani, I think he's ready to go. He's really ready to go.
I've been hearing about Kwani.
Yeah.